Hytham received a message from Winchester, from someone calling himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ.
Your hidden ally. Very interesting. More targets, I assume.
Yes. So what do you think? Could it be a trap?
As a West Saxon stronghold, Winchester will be a rather unwelcome place for you. But that is nothing you cannot handle. If you go, do not go boldly.
I'll make my way to Winchester. The letter asked me to meet a man in white at a house of God, and then recite this phrase. When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom.
A passage from their holy book, I believe. Interesting. Go with care.
Best go hooded here. Show me what lies ahead.
Dane treads the cobbles of God's house. In search of Christ's redemption, I hope.
Your Christ can wait his turn. It's you I've come to see.
Is that so?
When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom. You know these words, and you know why I speak them.
I do. But I am not yet satisfied that you are the one for the task ahead. As Jesus said unto Thomas, I am the way, the truth. Speak the deeds of Christ in order. Only then will you...
Why deny the pleadings of an unwashed pagan who aches to know God? Take me as I am, and I will do your Lord's...
How great is the burden of learning for one so unworthy. But I see that no amount of instruction in the Lord's words will save your soul. Come.
Who am I to meet, priest? I cannot stand waiting in silence.
Shh. Even a fool, when he keeps silent, is considered wise.
Yet men become wise by speaking with other men. They grow foolish when keeping to silence.
Hush. Your prattling offends God's ears. We're here.
May Christ, whose terror scares away the foul throngs, make with me a strong covenant. Was God's lesson instructive?
Do all the priests in Winchester have this same skill for drama? You risk your life, Alfred King.
I have invited you here to speak on equal terms. Do the Dane laws of hospitality not apply in Wessex?
You gifted my Jarl to that whelp from the Order of Ancients, the warrior Fulke.
Fulke was an enemy of Wessex. But it seems someone has already removed her threat from my...
If you did not hear it was me, you have now. How much do you know of this order?
Only this and little more. This letter, signed by one who calls himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ, warns of a plot against my life.
The Gallows, the Quill, the Seax. Free men eager to kill you.
2 now. The Bishop Aelfirth is dead. He was the Seax, so far as I can tell.
And a humble servant of your god. That must sting.
Still, his death has strengthened Christian fellowship in Winchester. I pray the deaths of his...
You have faced warriors like me many times before, and many times you have lost or been cheated. Why trust me now?
I have men in London and Jorvik. Men who send me reports on the road. Not long ago, men and women of some influence were murdered in those places. In oddly specific circumstances. When I received this letter from our poor fellow soldier, it did not take long to work out why. I don't know your motive, nor what you hope to gain. All I ask is that you finish the work you have begun, before these fallen souls infest England further.
I should let the Order kill you. It would speed our conquest of England.
You may remove the organs of state. The cancer will remain.
Then promise me a reward I can sing about. A healthy king's weight in silver.
This morning, my Reeve, Goodwin, was not at his post.
A man you trust?
Goodwin was following the clues given in this letter.
Where was he last seen?
At his house, by the west gate. Eivor, compose yourself while you are my guest. My city is not a battlefield.
Not yet, great king, but the day will come. I need to find this Reeve, Goodwin.
Christi Fidelium Explentes.
If you don't give me Alfred's jewel, I...
Winchester mourns a good bishop and a strong, virile man.
That Selwyn's got some stones on him, arrest him.
Goodwin gone, and guards sniffing around. So where would they have taken him? Papers thrown on the fire. Goodwin covering his tracks? Or the guards destroying evidence? Someone disagrees with Alfred educating the people of Winchester. Broken bowls, food scattered. They took him by force. There must be a garrison in the city. A violent struggle with the guards. They must have taken him to Winchester's garrison. Go, my eyes. This area is off limits.
Run for your lives! The Lord will see us prevail!
A Dane in Winchester. These are strange times.
King Alfred sent me, pleading from his bended knee to...
I know Alfred well enough to spot a bloody lie when I hear it. If he did send you, he was...
That he was, and you are the man I've come to find, Goodwin. Do you know why?
If I had one guess, to find these heretics from the Order of Ancients and bury them
So where do we start digging?
My research should help us. If they haven't burned it already, it'll be somewhere nearby.
I will find your research. Now go, before they find their wolf has fled his cage. Let's regroup beyond the walls! me to get on the other side. Goodwin's research against the Order of Ancients.
Finisher! Put you on a pike!
I am grateful for your help.
It's a brazen move to arrest Alfred's favored Reeve.
This so-called order are nothing but defiled shit peddlers.
Shit peddlers who have wormed their way into every crevasse of your country. They're
I didn't catch your name, did I?
Eivor of the Raven Clan. Scourge of Mercia, if that name doesn't rattle some recognition.
Well, Eivor, when our three heretics smolder on a heap of ash, we'll down a cup of ale together and share our distaste of Mercians like old friends.
I found this nailed on a door. The quill wields word.
A disputation of tutelage. Pretty chatter with poisoned intent.
Alfred believes at least one is dead. Your Bishop Aelfir.
Bugger. Half of Winchester is in mourning for that nun-groper.
The Gallows? What you...
Must be another Reeve, I'm sure of it. Only we have the power to mete out justice. And this one would walk with cocksure righteousness.
The Gallows had you arrested, so he must command the law.
Reeve Selwyn? Of course! That hedge pig has brought down laws like a hammer on Winchester. Executing sin.
Could it be another?
He's the man. He's the only one who... End his terror, Eivor.
The Lord works in mysterious ways.
Show me.
Sibi erit ipse benedictus, non vivet in ignorantiae sue providentiae. Verdeimdes Hauptkanfier, dort sieht man Frieden. Werpa Vito Wirmam! Is ne sitte her befrikt?
Good people of Winchester, open your eyes. See how Alfred's lofty ideals are weighed down in this mire of human effluence. These prisoners before you do not live by Alfred's laws. They live above them. They wallow in shit. Hubert here, his wits addled by ale, spoke false of Bishop Aelfir, our pious servant of Winchester, who even now lies...
Aelfir was no man of God. He'll burn for his sins.
Your wife is a baying shrew, Hubert. Is there a man here who has not supped rancid mead from her cup?
When will your work be done, Selwyn? When all of Winchester falls to your justice?
Quellati! Quellati ella!
Beware,
Let us that horse What happened? Bring us some snares!
Winchester has passed judgment, Hubert.
There is no longer freedom in Winchester.
None are safe from his blade.
In the grain store, and Alfred has set the traps. You cannot steal and be...
Selwyn punishes criminals, as it should be.
Keep your tongue. You cannot walk freely through our streets, mocking our laws, our king's edicts. And so I ask, who has the right... Perverter of justice. Who dares execute the king's noose?
It is not in Alfred's name that you carry out your work. You are the Order's executioner.
You peer through the veil. Alfred's laws are a slave's fever dream. He offers shit-soaked beggars a seat at his table, where the meek devour the strong. Who best to judge the fate of the wretched many, if not the strong and worthy few?
To protect your people, you must sheathe your hand in an iron glove.
You grind your heels into the backs of freed men, not those who deserve it.
The Order condemns all men to pain. For all men are but a shadow of the perfection we should know. The perfection of the Ancient Ones.
You are only a man, Reeve. One dead branch on a fast-dying tree. I should meet with Goodwin, see what he has found on the quill.
Princess Alfred! Selwyn's bloodlust will doom us.
I should meet with Goodwin, see what he has found on the quill. Have a look, Sunan.
He's so brave, like a young King Alfred.
What is that boy doing all the way up there?
Very poetic.
The cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. Does Magister Batter not teach you the scriptures?
Magister Batter is a horse.
And here is the axe I used to swat a fly.
You have ventured from your burrow.
And you have plunged my city into chaos. I had hoped you would use the lessons of your subtler gods.
We have no subtle gods.
If the Gallows is truly dead, perhaps we can allow cautious revelry?
I did only what I agreed to, Alfred. If your crown now weighs heavy, I would gladly take it from you.
Forgive my outburst. God sowed in me a passion, but English...
We all want better for our people, don't we, Eivor? Yours and ours.
The quill remains. What do we know?
The decay of learning has been gentle in Wessex. We enjoy the office of wise men, but we have neglected the study of wisdom.
The quill preys on this lapse.
Did you discover more from the writings I found?
I did. The quill is calling the children of Winchester. Now we know why so many children scurry through the streets. Feral and...
I can talk to some, see where they lead.
Good. Find me at the alehouse when you're done. And try not to scare the piss from any of them.
We Norse are the monsters of your Saxon mother's bedtime tales. I promise not. I see you, child. Come.
The bad Reeve, Selwyn. I saw you punish him in the square.
He hurt many people.
Yes. He hurt my mother to death. Then took her good luck charm. Perhaps you found it?
Such a sad story. Take this. Perhaps it'll keep you off the streets and out of trouble.
For me? Oh, thank you.
Spry little mouse. Will you leave?
Do you believe in souls? A part of us that lives on with God after we die? Bishop Aelfred's passing has made me...
You there, little cut purse.
Keep your beak out, nosy! I'm starving!
God's beard! You'll set Winchester ablaze!
Roly-poly mutton man, you can't catch me!
Oh, God help me. I'd rather be shoveling dung in Malvern again.
Jump, flea, jump! Stop it, you grubkin! If he falls, God will punish you! I will
What see you, old friend?
You should mind your own beeswax.
Elwyn, is it? You wield fire.
It was burning when I found it. Hot day. Well? Oi! Wigbert! You great moon calf.
Hand it over, Alwyn. We saw your little shadow. What you looking at?
Turn around. Walk away, and you...
All right. No harm meant. Stay out of trouble, you grub mite.
Ha! That showed them.
Trouble seems to follow.
And I wriggle out of it like a slippery
I'm looking for the quill. So
Us? Working for the quill?
Is that so?
Those were the quill's meat mops, and you sent them scurrying off with their tails between their legs.
It sounds like you owe me your life.
This one's brave and strong. Might be able to help.
So you're not working for the quill?
We steal to stay alive and out of the quill's clutch.
But you know where I can find...
They come up from the sewers like rats. Go on, give her what you took. Maybe she can... Good luck, Dane. Try not to get maimed and all that.
Be my eyes, Suman. I should watch out for a mousetrap.
a she.
Now, Elwyn. Few have the wit that you and I possess. Most see the world in simpler terms, where we are the weaker sex.
A broodmare who preys on innocence and you brag about strength.
How little you know. Defend your mistress!
Not good. No one bury you.
Elf, may your roof shield me.
Meat. Getting away. Have a little of this. Time's up.
Come, child. Whisper what you've learned, and Mother will give you a treat.
Coward! Using children to spy and steal for your order.
To educate them. Give me a child until he is 7, and I will give you the man. Or woman. What use are letters when a child can only write his name in pig shit? Or wisdom in a woman when she cannot... I taught little Alwyn so much more. Saved her from a life less worth if I could save them all.
But you can't. You have corrupted too many to save too few.
My order is the only way forward. It can quench our thirst for knowledge. If only Alfred's slave faith is defeated. And what would you sacrifice for infinite knowledge?
An immeasurable gift.
Not their innocence.
A pity. Non requiescat in pace.
Goodwin said to meet him at an alehouse nearby.
On my head.
I break it and not leak it.
Max! We're through the bastard!
I do miss the rattling of luck bones.
Aye, what say you? Let's...
Let us play.
Very well. What is going on here? Interesting. This will do.
How about that?
You are really good at this. This will do.
This is my game, stranger. Just give up. Are you even... I've had...
Eivor!
Is this where Justice hides when she's tired?
Hides? Splood, no. This is a wake, my friend. A celebration to ease...
You heard.
Hilda's were not the only eyes in Winchester. My spies tell me stories.
I have been called worse.
Be thou hail, Ealdorbanna.
I said easy with my kinsbane. Old honey waves alive in my horn. And my eyes on the door, expecting my death, yet
You're quite... If the mead is fresh and the air is cool, you may often find...
What does a Reeve do exactly? Besides sniff around the king's coattails for...
I enforce and interpret the laws here. Not man's, but God's law. The natural laws.
Well, if it keeps you
I must thank you before the ale dulls me. By cutting the order down to size, you have given England a hope of unity. It must be a sour apple to swallow, knowing that you are the last of Winchester's enemies.
Are you sure this...
The bishop is dead, that's certain. And if the bishop was the Seax is dead.
I don't believe it. Too much theater in Winchester. Overwrought players and wailing women.
Well, you could pay your respects and see for yourself. The funeral is today.
If he rots, I will leave with my silver. But if he lives, there's work to be done.
Watch your step, Eivor. He'll be a hefty corpse in death. Alive, he'd be much bigger. Whether you find... Meet me at the Witten with your report.
Assume deine Montpellier.
Leerde hin in Latium.
If the bishop is wormmeal, then here should be the proof. A sad day for Winchester.
Maybe now God will reward us with a man who truly believes in
eternal bliss.
Only his face was burned. That seems like a strange accident. And this corpse's build is slight, frail. Goodwin said Aelfirth was a brute.
Do you not see? I am in prayer.
May we speak of your brother's death?
Have you no shame?
I know the burden you bear. Such a weight of sin you have. I know he lives.
No, He said it was... I am his loyal sister, and I tell you, he is dead. You hear me? Dead. Leave me alone. I cannot betray my brother. Guards, protect me! Why will you not leave me alone?
Enough of this, cat and mouse. Where is your brother, the one they call the Seax?
He is a ghost now. But he will make himself flesh once more at the Witten.
He means to kill Alf...
Regicide? No. The king will step aside and Aelfirth...
You are a damned fool.
Trinket or I'll piddle in your paw!
I þessu tilfelli er rökkva hér í öllum áttum.
Sunan, guide me. The Seax must be hiding in the crowd, biding his time to strike at Alfred.
English prose has been creeping. Not priest, clerk, or abbot can turn the letter of their sermons from Latin to English. And how can we understand God's words if they are not spoken in our tongue? Aelfirth is dead, and we mourn him. But the foul deeds of the unrighteous are sown among our holy deeds, like cockles and tare in a field of wheat. Education, wisdom, enlightened thought. This will raise us above the sins of our fathers. These I will demand of the next Bishop of Winchester. And so we meet to discuss all worthy candidates and choose the man who will shepherd our flock.
The king is mine!
By God, it's true. The bishop lives.
Stand down, Goodwin.
He'll kill us all! God save us!
Why do will you defend this tarnished crown?
Enough, you scheming cur! Greater men than you have died on my side. Die, coward!
Curse your luck! You breathe your last death!
How sweet is the shepherd's pipe when he calls his lambs to slaughter. I was born to Christians in the northern wilds. My mother would cradle me beneath the stars and whisper, dove-like, God watches over you. Then your people came. And God fixed his stout eye as they slit her throat for a copper ring. No stars threw down their spears as barbarians smeared her blood through fields of broken wheat. God watched all, and I hated him.
It may be Alfred's god was testing you. A trial you failed.
Alfred's god is weak. Yet he would chain us all in his service, from our first breath to our death rattle. My order wishes to break these mind-forged manacles. I am the wolf in lamb's wool.
He takes on the role of a god himself. A worthy path to walk.
A wolf is but a walking feast for ravens.
One more gift for you, Dane. A deadly truth, if you can find it. With my death, the Order will not die. It will only...
Elfirth will not cheat Loki's dread daughter twice.
I owe you my life.
An irony not lost on me, Alfred.
My king, we'll go by back streets to the Old Minster. Eivor may find us there when all has settled.
Aelfirth, my love! No! Curse you, Dane! My brother served God.
He wrapped himself in a death cloak to murder your king.
Shouldn't you rejoice at the death of a king? You are a heathen.
We both have more questions than answers. But if you know this key, perhaps we can help one another. Where is its home?
You treated me with kindness, but this damned Order, their machinations killed my brother, so the rest may rot. Take this key to the ruins beneath the bishop's house. You may find answers there.
Aid me. Be my eyes.
If Aelfr's sister spoke true, I will find answers in the ruins.
This must be it. The door to Aelfr's secrets.
I will send this to Hytham. He may make some sense of it. Everything they did was to undermine Aelfred. She lied to me. There is nothing here of the Order. I should see Aelfred for my reward.
Come forth, Eivor.
Here is far enough.
When wrongdoers came to devour my flesh, these enemies stumbled and fell.
Have the laws of hospitality been thrown out, Aelfred? I did exactly as we agreed.
That you did. But do not mistake necessity for friendship.
You are a man of your word, a man of God.
Indeed. By his example, I live my life. Goodwin?
Here is the only silver fit for one of your dragon boats. A reminder of Christ's sacrifice and our charity.
This too I offer you. Live here among us in peace as a Christian, or die a pagan in a blood-soaked field. All you have to lose is life everlasting.
And if I choose neither?
He offers you hope, Eivor. A life of purpose, above and beyond this one.
Your reign will end, King of the West Saxons. Raven wings will beat until your throne crumbles to dust.
You were wrong, Goodwin. This one is beyond saving.
You had your chance, damn you!
I did not want it.
Damn you, Alfred.
You faked!
I will return to Hytham and Randvi. They will want to know what happened here. I will return to Hytham and Randvi. They will want to know what happened here.
Instill all their skill and knowledge. The boy was to be a
The Order in Winchester has been wiped out, but we are no longer... My contact was none other than King Alfred himself. The Order wanted him dead, so he fought back.
Alfred? The line between friend and enemy is...